I'm falling apart here. Happy Think That Thursday. Hi. I hope everybody is doing well. It has been an absolutely insane couple of days for me. Not sure about you. How is everybody doing? I hope you're okay. Happy Think That Thursday. Put your hands up if you've had a good day. Let me know, how are you feeling today? How's it going? Put it in the chat. Hi. Hey from Cali. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Everybody's here. Please share the live. I always want there to be shares, mostly because like people need to hear the message. People need to hear it. And today's gonna be a fun one. Are we ready? Today's gonna be so fun. So, it is in fact story time. I am definitely going to do a lot more, have a lot more conversation to say around this. But what I will tell you is that, yes, it is official. I am a single girl. I was not as of 2 days ago, and then I made the decision that I needed to be. So how did this happen? I know you guys know we had emphasis on we had our couples page together. So, everything looked so great and everything looked so good. Now, I promise you, this is not the story of the girl that let things happen and let it go. And oh my God, I can't, how did he just decided to, do this? No. I don't know if you were looking for that. I don't know if you were hoping for that. I don't know if he was hoping for that. None of that is true. So, as you know, we've been on this page, we've been posting, we make great content together. It has been really fun, and it's been a part of our journey. That is a chapter that is now over. We had conversation and talks and things about like other things we want to do with our content and our possibilities and brand partnerships and things like that. And I promise you, Think That Yoga, it's still happening. I'm still going to get the partnerships. I'm still going to run the retreats. I'm still going to do the things. My website is still running. I just started selling those journals. So if you were looking for a journal, please make sure you get yourself one of those. Support me and my business. I appreciate it. Child, I'm at work and I left the counter to come here. She's at the airport. She is putting people's lives. She's not. Just their attitudes, but still. So yeah, it's story time. I'm going to tell you what happened. So, as you know, like I said, we have been together for a while. We've been posting. It would have been 3 years coming up in August. And it won't be, is what I'm saying. Right? So we were talking about getting married. We were talking about children. And we were having all these conversations. Obviously, you guys know we moved in. I moved down here last year. Last year, he flew up to New York and picked me up and drove me back down with all my stuff. And it has been, like I said, about a little over a year and a half. And I found out that a girl that he was lying to me about, he was lying to me about the position that she had in his life. He was lying to me about basically just who she was as a person, like why she mattered in certain ways. And I don't do that. And I think that that's the part that makes me okay. That's the part that allows me to keep moving. That's the part that makes us right. I hold tight to my boundaries. I'm so sorry that you decided that somebody else deserved a little piece of your attention, but then give it to them. And to be fair, yes, my life is very much up in the air. I have to move. I have to get my stuff. I have to get out of here. I don't necessarily feel safe in Florida in this moment. His family has been very supportive of me. I've spoken to his mother. I've spoken to his brother. They've been very supportive, very positive. And, told me that I am going to be great. I was great before I got here. I'll be great going. I have had a lot of a conversation, and that's where I really want to focus this conversation. I've had a lot of conversation with the other woman. And this is where I want to talk to y'all. Thank you. It's okay. I appreciate it. It's okay. I've had a lot of conversation with the other woman. She is in the live somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where because I'm live everywhere. But she is in this live. Um, and so I warned her. I was like, look, this is not going to be an attack on you. This is never going to be an attack on you, but it is a problem. And she admits and acknowledges the role that she played in this. Because listen, everything that you saw was real. Everything that you saw was really happening. We really went on the dates. We really went on the trips. We really took the pictures. We really made the videos. We really did the yoga. My life is impacted by that. I am losing a partner that I had a really strong, like, I thought, like, I'm driven by business. I'm driven by running my business. And like, that was something like I always, hey, in the live. Yes, she's here. It's cool. We've talked. It's all right. She is in the live, so. And some of her friends, I think, too. But so we've talked about it. Like, baby girl, I need you, not her, not just her, but I need all of you, my ladies, my people. Just listen to me. If you are willing to take up a crumb of space in somebody's life, that is all they will give you. I promise you that is all they will give you. The reason that you keep getting played in this state is because you keep accepting such little and then hoping for more. It doesn't work like that. Men don't work like that. This just doesn't work like that. I was always very clear about what I want. Everyone here that has followed me for a good long time knows exactly what I want. Thankfully, one of my friends who is also on the live Tuesday night, she let me cry on her floor and gave me wine. It's been rough, but at the same time, I have to appreciate the fact that I have people to lean on. I've been very upfront, very open in these conversations, and I have people to lean on. People have been checking on me. People have been concerned about me. But my smile is real. Like, I'm so happy to be free. F-R-E. Anyway, that's a censored song. So I just don't want you to come to that space where you think it's okay to accept a crumb, a speck of people's life. When you're willing to take up just a flat piece of paper, this is as much space as you were ready to take up in somebody's life. Yeah, they will let you. They will let you do that. They will give you just a little bit. They will give you what they think you want, what they think will keep you around. They will breadcrumb you because then you are full. And again, this isn't my case. I'm not the one on this end. I'm here. I'm the one he flew up to New York and drove down with all the stuff. I'm the one he moved into this apartment with. I'm the one he created a page with. I am the one he was willing to go through all these steps and still just like something's broken, you know, some fear of like abandonment or aloneness or something that allowed this person to say, I just need somebody who's going to take up a crumb of space. Let me find somebody who's just going to take up a crumb of space. And my friend, and so that was a thing too. That I'm so glad you brought that up. And so that was a problem. A little piece of, a lot of space for forehead kisses. Yes, I love forehead kisses. My big forehead, men have never been stopped by them. So that was cute, but you could keep going. There's a lot of space in my leg. So we got into an argument. Obviously there's been arguments, right? We got into an argument, and that was one of the things. me here, so I know why I'm gonna be mad later at brunch. Listen, okay, right? So anyway, we got into it. We're going back and forth, and like I told y'all, he picked me up, drove me down, and then when we were yelling, he wants to yell at me and say, well, I told you not to come. You shouldn't have come here. I don't have what it is you need to be here. I'll have a ring on your finger by tonight. I don't know you. You can buy me a drink though. So I'm just saying, like, I am very clear about who I am. I am very clear about the space I take up. I'm very clear about what I want. This is why I do this. This is what this whole page is about. This is the life. And I even like a little bit, I don't know if it's like a secret thing. I don't know if I'm thinking too much into it. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, whatever. But I feel like he was thinking like, oh, well, this girl, she does all this stuff about boundaries. Watch and see. Well, we watching to see it. It's done. It's over. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to be single. I don't suggest, if you really want me, that you slide in my DMs tonight. I just don't suggest it. I I am I'm annoyed. I am highly annoyed. I'm highly upset that like the life that I built, that I spent time pouring into building a life with someone that was so still scared and broken and hurt that they decided to hold on to a little piece of somebody else. Because again, I need a little tiny piece of space in my life to make sure that I don't ever end up alone. And then the same thing on the other end. If you're a person like this, you are accepting so little, baby. What you doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it, and you don't deserve it. And so that's the thing too. Once you accept it, you do deserve it. That is the lesson that he taught me himself. He said that to me. He said that to me about my ex-husband. We talked about it. It was part of my healing. Everything he's done, I've done so much healing with him, so much growth with him. Listen, if you are looking for a partner that's gonna cheat on you with somebody random for no reason in a long distance relationship as well, so he's not even getting any on the side, let me tell you, I got a number for you to call. Anyway, so I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never get it. And the thing is that I don't have to. I am in a space, because I am clear about my boundaries, that I don't have to justify it. I don't have to say, well, what did I do to make this happen? I didn't do shit to make this happen. He hid this girl in the tiniest little dusty corner of his life. What was I supposed to do in there? I'm not taking up that space. You can have it, apparently. I want the number so I can cuss him out. Listen, and that's the thing. So we are completely severed. I am being very honest about what I'm saying. I'm just telling you about what's going on. He blocked me. And that's the thing. See, that's the thing. You're saying they're so embarrassing. No, they should be embarrassed. I am not embarrassed. I am out here. I am telling the truth. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he blocked me. He's hiding. He ran away. He refused to talk to me. He just didn't do it. And that's the thing. I am not afraid. I am not afraid because, one, I spoke up about all of my boundaries. I spoke up about what I wanted. I spoke up. I love my friends. I just want to say that. I love you so much. I spoke up about what I wanted. That's the biggest thing. When you have an argument with somebody and you're like, I don't know what's going on, that confusion, that lostness, that maybe you thought about it this way, maybe you considered it that way, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, maybe it was. Seisha said it out loud. Ain't no maybes. Ain't no confusion. Like, this is how I talk. I am really from New York. This is really how this goes. And I'm so real about who I am and what I want. I don't know why you would waste your time like this. I don't know why you would waste my time like this. And I think that that's the most frustrating part, that my time is wasted, right? I spent so long building this life and building these things. But the thing is that, like, we need to remember here, Seisha's the brand. I do this. I run the retreats. I host the events. I do the stuff. I post the classes. I am just, I'm so real. I'm so honest and I'm so transparent, and I want to make it clear. I want to understand. I want to make it work. I do want you to feel like, yes, your position was heard and the things you're thinking. And that's exactly, yeah, absolutely. But with my boundaries intact. I would never take up your crumb of space. And so, look, y'all, I don't know if you're still on, girl, but I'm sending you a mental hug. So one thing that really, really was sad for me was that she told me from the first time he posted me, where we were kissing, it was a crow pose, he kissed me, that pose, she was heartbroken. That was almost 3 years ago right now. Heartbroken. Why are you still around if he broke your heart? Run. Not leave, not walk away. Run for your life. Please run for your life, right? And then so now, you're in a space where you've developed this whole fantasy life and world that's going to happen, and you're going to believe in it and be a part of it. And then your heart is going to get broken later. That's it. He's making you all these false promises that are never going to come through. Absolutely never. Right. And then so even today, I was like, all right, so he's still trying to play games and whatever. So I was like, all right, well, if you block her, then maybe. And he blocked her on everything. And what? That took 2 seconds. This man, if he's proving to you he doesn't care about you, he doesn't care about you. Now, I need also to understand, just because he did it doesn't mean I'm taking him back. That's not me either. Just and that though, I will say that was a big thing for me, right? Like I'm not down. I'm not down for your bullshit. I'm not down for the lies. I'm not down for all that. And so that was the thing. He was trying to run away from it. He was trying to like just like, oh, block and run away. And so I'll never see it. I'll never have to face the backlash for it. Okay. Karma's got you. I'm good. Again, I'm still clear. I'm still here. I'm still telling exactly what it was, and I'm still going to move on and move forward. The less space you allow like yourself to take up, the easier you are to get rid of, right? So imagine setting up all these things and all these feelings and all these whatever for somebody to just be able to delete you in a half a second. That's not love. That's not real life. That's nothing, baby. And like, why do you think you should accept or deserve that? Right. And so here I am on the other end. Like I said, everything y'all saw was real. Every post was a real thing that's happening. We're really here cuddling. It's every day. It's every night. It's the beach. It's the pool. It's the thing. We were doing these things. And then, like I said, that's the only way somebody else could exist in this space if you're willing to take up this little a crumb of somebody's life. And so this is where I am hurt. I'm a girl's girl. I would never have known at all. I had to reach out. I had to ask the question. I had an intuition. I had just had a feeling. It really, like, it was hitting me. And I was just like, I need to call this person. And I called. Now, the difference between she and I, and listen, I spoke to her about this. This is not an attack on her. I said that, right? The difference between she and I, she had known about me. Obviously. She knew about me. She knew about the space that I was taking up. She knew I was with him. She knew I was his girlfriend. She knew we lived together. She knew he came up to New York, drove me down and brought me down here to live with him. She knew about all these things. She knew that we were talking about marriage and that he had said to her he was never going to marry her, never going to get married again, never going to have more kids. He's telling me that there's marriage and kids. If you are watching somebody give another person what I can't even read the comments. Oh my God, wait. I gotta get back to the comments. I can't even read the comments. If somebody is giving another person the things that you have asked for, they don't want to give them to you. They want to do them. They want them to happen. They don't want to give them to you. And so, yes, it does hurt. Like, it's that I am a girl's girl. I would have stepped up. I would have said something. I would have sent a message, an email, a carrier pigeon, a bottle of wine, edible arrangement with a note, something. I'm going to get this point across. You are not the only one. I would never let that happen to another woman. And so here we're in a space where this woman is going to have to deal with that karma. She's going to have to deal with that coming back to her. And she probably already kind of is because of the emotional detriment from her being broken by this. But like, that's her fault. And she has said that several times. That is her fault. That is the situation that she is in. She owns it, which I respect. I respect that she was willing to talk to me when I called. But the thing is that I'm out here in public. I'm showing my face. There is no secret. There's no hiding. There's no any of those things, I thought, right? So why should there be anybody else just hanging around in the background? And that's the thing. If I'm not it, I'm not it. If I'm not the one, I'm not the one. If I'm not enough, I'm not enough. And you'll never be enough for somebody who doesn't want you to be, right? For somebody with a hole in their side, because they'll never be full. And I'm going to just let him have his hole. I'm going to let whoever take the little drippings from that hole, and I'm gonna move on. I'm not doing this. So yeah, it's and it I like he like I said, it's weird too. This was very clearly like an emotional affair, basically. Right. So this is very clearly an emotional affair. This is very clearly a situation where this person, I just needed somebody. I just needed somebody else because then if she leaves me, then I'm not alone. Um if she leaves me, then I'm not alone. If I will still have someone else. And I don't care. I I really think that's it. I'm not worried about finding a new man. I am not ready to find a new man. Um, but I'm not worried about finding a new man because, again, I know what I want. I know what I am looking for. I know who I am. I'm not worried, right? I swear I thought I saw a video of of the two of you today. Positive because it'd be funny. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You probably did. I've been trying to delete stuff all day. So but again, remember that, right? Remember that it's not easy to delete somebody who's been a real part of your life, right? Oh, hey, yes, we are. If somebody is only taking up that much of your life, they can be blocked in 5 seconds. That's exactly what happened, right? If you're really living life together, things that happen, then there's more labor. I have to get out of this lease. My name has to be removed from the lease. I need to, right, give yourself grace. And I'm fine, right? He did say I'm ready. And you know what? And again, I appreciate it. That was what one of my clients said. She was like, you? He had you and decided to mess around with some young little girl? And we're not gonna talk about that. So, and she was like, but I've been on your lives on TikTok. They are fighting in the comments about flirting with you and getting your number. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know who I am. Well, and that's the thing. Girl, if my husband and I split, I swear I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're like conjoined twins. And so that's the thing, right? This is where my boundaries being important is what is absolutely what is saving me right now. The things that I questioned, I was very clear about. So when those boundaries were broken, I was very clear that that was a problem too. I didn't need to figure it out. I didn't need to question it myself. I didn't need to separate things. My business is my business. My retreats are my retreats. And I just I'm gonna be all right. And I feel like that's the thing. I maintain a lot for myself. Divorce scars you in a way where you maintain a lot of things for yourself because I was already divorced. And I'm just like, I was asking for marriage. I was asking for children. The wheels were gonna fall off of this eventually anyway, right? And so I'm glad that it happened now. I'm glad that I maintain my boundaries enough to be in the space where, yeah, I have to do legal stuff to get out of here a little bit, but that's it. Right? That's right. Oh, yeah. So what is going on in these comments? Okay, so yes, that was the thing. He told this other girl that um they were in a open poly, we all, I guess, were in an open poly relationship, right? Um I appreciate you. And so when somebody is in a situation like this, in a solo poly relationship, they're not looking for but so much space in somebody's life. And it works, right? It's just and like it was a quote unquote unknown poly situation. And like I said, I'm that's not poly. Poly is out loud, right? Like that is what you're doing. If that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. Like that's how you get down. And like more for you, I never hate on somebody's life. Have you ever heard me hate on somebody's life? I don't do that. I just don't do that. This is where I do feel lost as to how I got here. But the only answer is that like I stood on everything that I am. And finally, the wheels fell off. He was 90-ish visually percent of what I needed, like, and I don't mean visually like physical appearance. I mean just like the way things came together. Again, I'm losing a great partner in creating content in my business and all this stuff. I loved having that in my person, and I thought that that was real. And I can't even give the like, I can't say it wasn't real. I can't, like, this is love. This is real. It's just broken love, and I refuse to be loved that way. That's it. Like, refuse. This is not how I get down. That's not how you love Seisha. That's not how Seisha loves Seisha. And so that's the part that I get, right? So like, when you're real solid and honest, at some point it shows the truth in others. Absolutely. Um, and it's real. This is who I am. This is how I am. I loved watching the chemistry between y'all, but I'm glad you're doing it, comma, not but. Glad you're doing what's best for you. Yeah, girl, me too. Like, that's it. I'm too full to be half loved. I'm not gonna do it. And like, honestly, again, half love, 90%. I would say 90%. It was real good. Life is good. Life was good. This is going to be rough. I was in shock most of Tuesday and Wednesday. Today I woke up with anger. So, we're rolling through the stages of grief here. I I just would never, right? Like, I just would never. I would never let another woman be in this space if it was within my hands. And I know that that's who I am as a person. And so what I said to her, and what I will say to you, if you have issues where with women, and like, maybe it comes from your mother, maybe it comes from whoever, right? Your family, your friends growing up, right? I get it that you had those problems. You have a new life now. You have the opportunity. You're grown. You have the opportunity to find grown friends, to find new healing, to go to therapy. This is a case where somebody didn't do their healing, and now they are ending up in facing the consequences of their actions, right? And so the script has been attempted to be flipped, like, well, I have to pay the consequences of my actions for calling her. I do. The truth. The consequences are the truth. The consequences come from the truth. Yes, baby. I do. I have to pay those consequences. Goddamn. And I was going to anyway. Like, I was gonna what? Everything was gonna go fine. We were gonna go all the way to get married, and then what? She was gonna show up at the wedding, send us a gift. Like, no. So I'm just saying, right? Like, I love. Hey, I quoted you in my post today. I don't know if you saw. Um, but I'm gonna be good. I do this. I really stand on my boundaries. I really love myself this much. I just got off with my web developer. One, we were cracking up making content ideas, right? I can't stand you. Right, like, just cracking up. Well, that's the thing. She was out of state. What are you even getting out of this? Anyway, I set on my boundaries. This talking, being real about who I am. I wanted to come on live today and be really upfront and really honest about the situation, because I feel like the only way people are getting away with living lives like this is by keeping it secret. I'm not embarrassed. Let me make that clear. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not going to keep this as a secret. You're not going to be able to get away with this in my face, and then what? Me hide away from it and just separate myself and just, oh, well, everyone will know that I wasn't enough. I'm okay for not being enough for somebody who is broken. If a bowl has a crack in it, you ain't filling it up. I'm okay with that. I don't need the crack. That's it. I don't need it. And I need you to hear me clearly. I am not saying that you should attack his Instagram or his TikTok, even though they have not changed and I am blocked. So I wouldn't have any idea if you did it. you wouldn't know. There wouldn't be any flack from me because I wouldn't know. So if that's what you want to do, then that feels like your job. Then then that's what you got to do, I guess. I'm not telling you to do that. How's my acting on that? That was good. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do that, but I do appreciate it. And so that is where I would like to kind of bring this together. So one of the major things that and obviously he's the one though that's not enough. Yeah, absolutely. You're not enough. You are broken. You have the holes in you. And I am full of light and I pour out. And one thing that one of my attendees from my last yoga retreat, she wrote it on a note card for me. She said, you are so full of light and you just light everybody else up and you don't feel dimmed by it. You don't feel like people are taking their light away or taking your light away. And I don't. I really don't. I feel good about knowing that I can stand on everything that I have said, everything that I want. I really want it. Everything that I'm going to do, I'm really going to do it. It's really going to happen. That's always been me. And ideally, the next time I am in any situation and like I'm actually in a relationship, it's going to be with somebody that actually feels like my supplement and feels the same about me, because I accept nothing less. And when I say my supplement, when I say my supplement, I mean the person that's always willing to go above and beyond for me. And if you can't go and above and beyond for me, one, if you're not full, if you're not filled, if you are not taken care of, if you are not full as a person, if you have a crack in you, right? You can't be that for anybody. You can try. But you can't really be that for anyone because you're not ready. You don't have the space. You don't have the capacity to do that. And that's one thing that all of my friends have said to me, and that Danielle just said in the chat, like how much everybody has like pulled up with the support. I appreciate it. I believe in this community. I believe in talking to you guys. This is Thick Thigh Thursday, and we just had a breakup. I just ended my relationship on Tuesday. I could not be live right now, but I needed to say it. I can't let lies live in silence because they're just going to live longer. They're just going to grow. Those are secrets. I'm not keeping these secrets. It's only hurt me to do that. It only hurt her to do it. She was watching herself be heartbroken, be run over, be used. She was watching me get all the things that she wanted in that time. If he gives it to somebody, he wants to do it, and it's not you. Find the one that wants to give you the life you want to live. And that's what I thought I did. I asked all the questions. I did the things. I was very upfront. And he managed to find a way to find somebody that was going to take up that crumb of his life, that little tiny space. Then that's it. Then that's what you get. So yeah, we're in the process of the division and everything. I'm here alone right now. Yeah. But y'all listen, okay? If I go missing, if I don't show up, if content's not coming out, somebody call the cops. Check on me. somebody come get me. But as of right now, I'm fine. I think I'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. For the record, I'm not worried about it. But no one is before they go missing. So just saying, I'm not worried about it. I'm hurt. I am. I think the best thing you could do is maybe just keep checking on me. I don't need wine. Don't make me send today. She said she would, like, let me tell you, today she works at the airline. She said she would fly there. She's like, if I didn't have to be at work tomorrow, I would fly down today. And like, I appreciate it. I love how my community has rallied around me and I feel loved. I feel supported. I feel good. Like, I feel like all this is proof that I stand on everything that I have been talking about and the proof of what this life gives to me. And again, I want to provide more women this confidence, this comfort in their skin, this ease. This doesn't feel hard. This doesn't feel confusing. It feels upsetting, but I'm not confused. I am clear. I am sure. Um, yes, please, just okay. You could come. I mean, I don't know. Bring your taken family members, whatever. The person that's gonna save me. Just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. Questions? Have we reached all the questions? I'm gonna go back in the comments. Let me know if you do have any questions. Yeah, I answered the apartment question. Yes, and yes, thank you again, Danielle, for asking. And and like yes, right? If a bowl is cracked, you can't fill it up. Um and it's just what it is. Like I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna debase myself. I'm not gonna to like this is what it means for me to be grounded in what I do and what I talk about. This is what it means. I am grounded in this. I am sure. I am clear. I'm solid. It's fine. All right. With that said, I think that was all the tea that I had to spill today. If you were looking to support me or were with me, oh wait, and then also there's only 3 spots left for Cartagena. So if you were looking to get onto that retreat, you should do that now. If you are looking to support me in another way, my gratitude journal is live on Amazon. It is on my website, and I'm telling you, reflecting, being clear about who I am has saved my life. If you didn't believe it before, please believe it now, right? You can't stop me. And I'm so good. And I'm so happy to be able to own that space. A lot of people have stayed in their situation because they don't know what's on the other side. Thank you. Oh, backwards. Thank you for showing us what strength looks like. A lot of people have stayed in their situation because they don't know what's on the other side, but you just showed us that joy can still exist. Girl, you're going to make me cry again. And I'm not on your floor and it's hot in my apartment. I appreciate you. And that's pretty much what one of my other clients said too. Like, I really do this. I really feel good. I'm so happy to be able to be solid in my decision that it doesn't matter. I want you to think of like the confusion. I'll bring a bottle this time. It's okay. I'm a little better. But the confusion, like that maybe, and so this is going to be, I feel like a series that I need to build, which if you have your ideas, please let me know. But like dealing with this random set of like narcissistic episode things that happened with him, to end up here, like all of this happened within the last 6 weeks. Our relationship just fell apart. But with all of this that happened, if I wasn't grounded in who I was, and if I was questioning things more, if I wasn't talking to my girls, if I wasn't like really real about who I am, I would have a harder time. I would be confused more. I would be upset. I would be like, I'm questioning, what should I do? Should I do this? Do I need to? Ain't no questions. Ain't no questions. And I'm so happy to be there. And yes, there is joy on the other side. No matter what, I'm gonna pick the man that makes me the happiest. And I'm gonna pick the people and the person and the places and the spaces that make me the happiest. When you play games, you don't make me happy. When you don't love me right, you don't make me happy. When you don't take care of yourself, when you don't take care of me, you don't make me happy. So, gotta go. And I respect myself too much to waver on that. And that's it. So if you missed any of it, please check the YouTube feed. And